Hey everybody, welcome to Speed Bump March. New game. Skull Monkeys proved to be unbeatable, unbreakable. It was a tough one. First time that we've encountered that. I did pick a hard one. That's probably one of the... I don't think it's the hardest, but it's arguably is. It's up there for sure.
Yeah, it was a mix of, I think, a few people weren't interested in it as well, but I think for the most part, it's good for us to just move past it.
I think it was the longest one.
Oh, for sure.
Just ended up being a really long and tough run, and we did not have enough. It didn't look good. Didn't look like it was going to happen, so we're going to move on. Skull Monkeys is being replaced by a new game, so we're going to announce that right now. Let's see what it is. All ready? What a masterpiece. Have you seen the plot of this game?
No, I haven't, but I was going to ask what the deal with that orange Smurf was, and now I feel like I know.
The Smurfs have turned orange. You must help Handy Smurf build a machine to save his friends. Your adventures will take you through 16 exciting levels where you will cross a river, travel through the mines, high up on an airplane, avoid lava, much more probably. Not very much more though, really. The action is supposed to seem from an overhead view, isometric. Love to see it. See a variety of your favorite Smurfs, including Handy and Hefty, the only two that ever canonically accomplish anything. Isometric platforming is neat. Short and sweet. Collect more lives than you can count. Take 5 hits before you lose one. Take that, Skull Monkey. I fully expect somebody will beat this one because I don't even think there is a record for it at the moment.
No, I didn't see anything. This game was only released in Europe because it's the only place where Smurfs was actually still popular at the time.
Well, I wonder if that's still true. We had that great movie.
That's true. Now that we've had the great movie, I feel like we've got a real resurgence in Smurfs popularity.
It's coming right back. As far as Smurfs games go, this is one of the best ones I've played. You were saying you're loading it up to practice for today, and you beat it on accident. I beat it as well.
Yeah, I opened the game and it was very straightforward to beat.
13 minutes and 35 seconds says Eric's.
Okay.
We're gonna do a race format for this one though. Maybe we're not sure, right? With the pens.
I don't think we settled on one, but I think a race format makes more sense for something this short.
So this is most of the difficulty is gonna be finding your way, and we're gonna solve that. So, you know.
Yeah. Should be pretty straightforward.
I'm ready to go. Let me
Yeah, you've way overcropped my.
Yeah, I cropped you. It must be because of Yeah, there it goes.
Whatever I was playing last time.
Probably Skull Monkeys PS1. That would make sense.
Yep.
I am ready.
All right. Well, we'll get kicked off. Yeah, I accidentally beat this when I was just loading it up. So it really is a short one. I think there's more content in the game than what is necessary to get to the congratulations screen. Not even credits, but. So you can bounce on enemies. It is isometric platforming, and the isometric platforms are a little strange. It's not always easy to be confident where you're going to land, but you'll get the hang of it a lot faster than you think.
The money's just for bonuses, right?
Yeah, I don't know that I ever used any when I was just playing through it.
Well, there's definitely not like a store. There is a bonus flying game, and if you get stuck in that, your goal will just be to die as quick as you can. So you don't want the bonus. You're gonna have plenty of Smurfs to throw around. Yeah,
the game throws lives at you, and you get so for your health you have 5 hearts, plus 0 hearts still counts as being alive. So in total it takes 6 hits to die. So
you've picked what is his name? Digger Smurf.
Yeah, something like that.
Some guy. They're all named after their jobs. They're weird. So you have to play all of them. You can pick the order a little bit. And this one is you use him to tear that wall down. That's one ability. That's what he does, I guess. Knock over walls that could be knocked over by anybody.
Do you think they pick their own names in order to work that out, or do you think like their parents give them a name and
no, the community assigns them.
Okay. That
I
makes
know
sense.
I know my Smurf lore. They had one that had a stutter that joined, and they just like, yeah, we're gonna call you Stutter Smurf because they're huge assholes. Also,
Yeah, that's they are jerks.
they just do whatever they want. They're little bastards.
In general, just knowing where to go is the secret for these levels. Like, I feel like I'm probably going to be able to finish in, roughly the amount of time that the world record takes. This is a wall I'm climbing on, but I can hop around. That's fine.
We saw a picture of King Smurf there. He shouldn't exist. He should have never have been made.
I think that the Smurfs should not go with a monarchy. I think a representative democracy is probably better for them as a social structure.
They're really into the old Smurf calling all the shots. They really.
Oh
like
yeah,
that
Papa
a lot.
Smurf.
Yeah, he's kind of a jerk too, but at least he has knowledge, I guess. He has something. He offers the community something.
The little blue potion bottles are health, the little red potion bottles are invincibility, but the little red potion bottles that have just a little bit of black on them, those are bombs and they hurt you. So good luck with that one.
Yep.
Well
actually,
done.
they're not all harmful. They're randomly harmful, and
Oh,
that's because one of the Smurfs' thing is that he's a trickster, and that's funny. it's funny. He blows you up sometimes. It's funny.
I think that's great. I think that's great for him. Everyone's got to have a hobby.
Yeah. Everyone likes the joke, and they all have a good time being blown up. It's not 2.5D. It's isometric. It just wasn't very much in that stage. I mean, it's angled somehow. It might not be technically isometric, but it's weird. It's definitely awkward platforming that you get used to. It's 3D-ish.
Even in just casually playing through it, I came across a few spots where I thought maybe there might be some possible skips. So I think this game has some potential. This boat section sucks. They shouldn't make that. They shouldn't make it this way. They should make it differently.
Yeah. Can't do much about this. Sailing takes time. All you can do really is not pick up the bolts, right? Those are... Oh.
Oh, picking up the bolts is how you trigger the bonuses.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, well, then I should be avoiding them a lot more than I am.
You buy a plane and you go for a ride and you get some more lives. Looking forward to seeing people tear this one apart because we wanted who the hell was that awful Smurf? We wanted a game that wouldn't be stuck. We wanted to make sure people could beat one after Skull Monkeys.
This is Sailor Smurf
being attacked by bees. Here's where what I would call isometric platforming comes in. This is that Alundra bullshit. This is what that game is all about. What you're doing right now. Like you can't jump on that wall. You have to knock the logs down to do it.
That guy gives me the launch speed I need to be able to jump on top of that wall.
This is where the exit is?
It's this way. The only reason it took me half an episode of Arcade Pit to beat this game is because I spent a lot of time being lost. I do not plan to spend a lot of time being lost this time.
I had a hard time figuring out what was going on with the last level. We'll get there.
Over there on the right.
Yeah, it's not rotated like Mario RPG is. But this weird height difference jump crap that's happening is very strange. Any game where it's hard to judge the jump height, I call isometric. Just
Hold on, you've smurfed the chest of nails. Okay.
Way to smurf.
Glad I could smurf you.
So we're gonna get 4 weeks for this one. There's a snail. I picked it because there's snail in it. That's the rule.
Okay, so that room right there is a room that allows you to replay old levels, you know, in case you want to practice. It's good for practicing. Is it this? Yeah. He wants to go to the volcano so he can do chin-ups off of the lip of the volcano.
Is this hefty?
Yeah.
So like I said in the description, because I like to make fun of the Smurfs all the time, he's one of the only two that ever does anything, and you know it's him because he's got a sailor tattoo on his arm like Popeye. He's got an anchor on his arm. I don't know who did that for him. I don't know what Smurf is a tattoo artist, but he has that. I noticed that you can't jump off of these volcano things when they're up. They have to be down, where it looks like you can't make the jump.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah. Otherwise, you lose height for some reason. Like, it messes up. They call him Baby Smurf, but he's perpetually a baby. He's never gonna grow up. He's like all other cartoon babies. He's the Maggie Simpson of Smurfs. So he's just Baby Smurf forever.
These are very temperamental for what it's worth.
Yeah. Most of the Smurfs have really high-pitched voices and sound like nerds, and this guy, he sounds like this. And he does all the hard lifting, and he's not afraid of anything, and so he's like the muscle Smurf that you need when you need dirty work done.
He smokes half a pack a day, but there's no such thing as Smurf cigarettes. They're normal-sized cigarettes.
Yeah. And the other one is Handy Smurf. He just magically invents stuff that no Smurf should be making. Like, in this game, it's as big as a house. How did he build that? I don't know, but that's the kind of stuff he's capable of. So between the two of them, they do everything that there is to do. And all the other Smurfs screw up. Every single one of them.
The cost of dying is so low that I just do not care about any of these enemies.
Yep, that's true.
Or jumping in the lava.
Just gotta...
None of it's even registering for me.
Just gotta make a balance, and the balance is pretty wide. Gonna be looking for skips and optimization on this path. Be interested to see where it goes. Got the hammer.
North of the village.
Yeah, knowing the directions, knowing where Arrow Smurf is. Arrow Smurf? I'm gonna look that up. Learn more about him. The Arrow Smurf is the 14th album of the original comic series. Oh, I didn't expect that. I thought I was looking at a band for a second. These are called graphic novels, huh? Really?
Okay, so it's not there. It's Arrow or Airplane Smurf, whatever his name was, I forgot. That I'm looking for.
Arrow Smurf. His dream is to fly.
Okay, he said north of the village, and I've been to the north side of the village. I gotta tell you, there's no one there named Arrow Smurf. They'd never even heard of anyone named Arrow Smurf. So you made a fool of yourself.
I told you Papa Smurf's pretty crappy. He has mild advice. He's like a bad wizard.
Bonus. Let's not.
Yeah. How fast can you wreck?
That fast.
Have you played the SNES Smurf game?
Yeah, the other Infogrames one. That game kind of sucks.
Yeah, there's two of them. That one, if you run too fast, you slip and fall. If you run on anything that's wet, it has ice physics in a very bad way. A way I've never seen before. You take damage for moving too quickly.
Yeah, Papa Smurf and Gargamel are definitely working together.
It sure feels like it. There's an entire stage in the Smurfs SNES game that is made out of ice, and if you are ever moving full speed, you just take damage.
Well, Frady Smurf, I guess it's time for you to go into the forest unsupervised. Gosh, I guess the things that I love most about this auto-scroller are how long it is.
Cook Smurf. What do you think he does?
I'm not sure.
In the show, his name is Greedy Smurf. Because they don't
Greedy
know
Smurf is the cook?
Yeah, they don't know what the hell they're doing. It was a mistake. And they just kept it for however many years the cartoon ran, like 5. They just never fixed that. They just left it.
There it is. A rock to climb up.
I'll do a bunch of Smurf research so that every episode of this we do, we can just make fun of the Smurfs.
I love that. I watched a lot of Smurfs as a kid. Not that I enjoyed any of it, just I did watch it.
There is a much worse little cartoon featuring a teenage knight and well, he's like a squire and his little friend who is very tiny and obnoxious. I don't remember what their names are, but they're friends with the Smurfs for some reason, and they end up on the same show a lot.
Oh my god, I just fell way back down.
I hate them so much. Johan and Peewit, that's it. Can you imagine naming your cartoon characters Johan, spelled wrong, and Peewit?
Okay, finally. Found my way up. And then you just can't miss any of these jumps, otherwise you're going to suffer.
That's right. They're not too bad. You're dead, though. That's the end of Aerosmith's dreams.
We were just here for a stick the whole time. You smurfed some flexible wood. Now I have to go find... Jokey Smurf? Whoever is the one who's awake in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that sounds right. That asshole who blows you up all the time. He's the one who put all the traps there.
Well, I've got some things to say to him.
That ridiculous survivalist quest you just did reminded me that there's another Smurf that's pretty good at his job. His name is like Survival Smurf or something. And Papa Smurf sent him up a mountain by himself in a blizzard to go get like a berry. And he got stuck and almost died, and they had to go rescue him. Thanks, Papa Smurf.
This is the weird car level.
This level's rough. This is a bump and go.
The jumps are tough, and if you hit the grass, you get really slowed down. But the camera still keeps going, so you can easily die that way.
Yeah, these jumps at the bridges that are all out. Yeah, I forgot to start a clock, but I don't think we were too long in.
But I mean, you know, ultimately, if I had a car that could jump, I'd probably half build all my bridges too. Really save on materials.
Yeah, I can see that. The Mach 5 can jump. This is one thing that it does.
It's true. It's got like 6 buttons, and nobody ever seems to hit any button other than the make Mach 5 jump button. I have to hit 6 of these levers to turn on the water.
Yeah, this stage confused me. That's what you do.
Yeah, this one took me a minute because I would flip a lever and then I'd go back and see if the door opened, and then I'd flip a lever and then see if the door. Just did that in a loop for a really long time.
If this is the only level where the goal isn't get to the end, it's explore the stage and find these 6 things. No, they call him Peewit on the show. Again, the show, you know, does whatever it wants, but that's my canon, the shitty cartoon. And they definitely call him Peewit. And I hate it. That's probably the worst name anyone's ever been given.
I missed one, but I don't... Oh, there. Nope, that's not it.
Up left, I think, in the middle.
I thought I got the ones in the top left of the...
Just follow the water.
Except for it's all disjoint.
Yeah, somehow. That's right, there are like 300 episodes of that ridiculous stuff. And, they cover a lot of bases. They do a lot of stuff. They're not afraid to explore.
Ugh.
Hey, there it is. It's kind of like one of those shows that it looks like it's drawn badly, but that's so it animates better. But then it doesn't animate well either. So, you know, you got the best of both worlds.
Okay, so this one is, I don't understand what this machine is doing, but it's not doing it very efficiently, so I have to basically repeat the same action 3 times. I have to turn this lever to fill up the water. Then I have to come up here and push this log in. Then I have to press on these back and forth. And then a rock will come out. I have to jump down, get the rock. And then I have to go back up and put it in the box and repeat it like 2 more times.
I'm reading about Spy Smurf, who helped overthrow the King Smurf. There's more than one Spy Smurf. Yeah, this part was confusing.
Is that a real thing?
It is.
It was really a Spy Smurf?
Yeah, that's right. They helped overthrow the King Smurf, who had a democratic vote to determine if he or Brainy would be king after Papa Smurf disappeared. And then he put on a pair.
Understand how monarchies work.
Then he put on a pair of golden pants after becoming the king. Celebrate. But then he hired Hefty as his captain of the guard, so they stopped laughing at him, because when Hefty joined the team, that was it. Hefty threw them all in jail. That's how strong Hefty is. Like I said, if Hefty's on your side, you can't lose. He's got the, like, plot armor. He's the plot armor Smurf. He can't fail. He always succeeds. Whatever agenda that Hefty Smurf has, it's going to come up Hefty. Nice work.
Well, that's it.
That's the game.
That's the game. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, that was the whole game. That's what we're looking for.
That was under 20 minutes. I know that because I've been live to your server for 22. That's the game.
Yeah, I mean, we got lost in the woods, so there's room for improvement on your run. We might do a world record run. We might do a race. It depends on just how good the world record is. I haven't seen it. That sounds pretty good though. 14 minutes. And
yeah, if it looks like it's a pretty polished run, we'll just do a race.
Yeah, this is our game though, and we're gonna be doing some races of it. So next week we're gonna do a preliminary race, like we always do.
For fun race. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think you could cut 5 minutes off my time by just, I don't know, looking at where to go once. You know.
Oh, take a look at that, real quick. Adventures of the Smurfs. I didn't see that on there. 13 minutes, 35 seconds. Game Boy Color. 10 months ago. Okay, so we have a starting point then. Okay, there's a gold split of like 50 seconds in this. So that's a good sign.
Yeah, we'll see. This seems like the game that might be able to be overly optimized, so a race might make more sense. But we'll watch the run and we'll think about it.
Yeah, and if you're interested in playing, we'll get you set up for Sunday next week. It should be fun, and you'll be able to finish in half an hour flat. Like worst case scenario, if you, I collected and I did every bonus round, and I collected bolts, and I ended up beating this in 30 minutes. So.
Yeah, I finished it in half an episode Arcade Pit while barely paying attention to it, so... Easy.
Yeah. That's our game. I guess I'll put that record in there. Thanks for joining me out the blues.
Absolutely. It was a lot of fun.
I'm gonna do a little sponsored stream of a game I said I'd play, so stick around, folks.
Awesome. Alright, take care.
See you later.